He says in Psalm 16:11, the psalmist says this. He says, you will make known to me the path of life. In your presence is fullness of joy. In your right hand there are pleasures forevermore. Sensing the Lord in your life trumps anything else. Trumps anything that you see, anything that you experience. You say, yeah, but how am I going to really feel the presence of God in my life? Well, we can see that that was his plea. Look in verse 7. Answer me quickly, O Lord. My spirit fails. Do not hide your face from me. Lord, I need to feel your presence, or I will come like those who will go down to the pit. But then notice what he says. Let me hear your loving kindness. How are you going to hear God's loving kindness? In the morning. For I trust in you. How are you going to build your faith? How are you going to really trust in him? How? Teach me the way in which I should walk. How do you know which way you should walk? How do you know? For you, I lift up my soul. Deliver me, O Lord, from my enemies. I will take refuge in you. How are you going to know to take refuge in God? How are you going to know how to do that? Verse 10, teach me to do your will, for you are my God. Let your good spirit lead me on level ground. How are you going to learn to do his will? How are you going to know what it is? How are you going to be led by the Spirit of God? How? This book. This book. You will never get out of being unstuck without a relationship with God, and the relationship with God has everything to do with the Word of God. It really does. 21 years, I've been preaching that for 21 years, and some of you, 21 years ago, that were here, started practicing that. But others, I'm going to get around to that. I know I need to do that. But, the Word of God just doesn't turn me on like it does other. There's a problem there. When you're reading something so powerful, it's as though God is coming down right in front of you and speaking to you in an audible voice. I think that you would not find that boring. I think you would find that pretty exciting if God every morning just spoke. You saw the Lord in person and he spoke to you. And this book is just as powerful as that. And let me tell you this. Some of you would say, well, I'm really getting fed when I come to church. Sunday school, preaching, all that. And some of you say, not so much. Let me tell you this. It is not my job, okay? It's not my job to come up with such a meal on Sunday morning that it's going to satisfy you and give you strength all week long. That is beyond what any pastor can do.